Hey guys, and welcome back to yet another Minecraft video. This is Mike7493 here, and I am officially going to show you guys the new Tornado mod 1.1. Now, the first thing I want to point out is the leaves that are blowing around. Now, this is something new that is in the latest version. I'm not sure what version. The last time I played this was back on 1.8 or 1.9, I believe. But you see the leaves blowing around up in the sky, and you can hear the wind in the background. It's a cool little effect. Although I don't know where these leaves are coming from, considering there's no trees over here. But it's a cool little effect that they have in with the wind, because the wind, of course, does play a huge role with tornadoes and hurricanes, and I'll go into that in a second. But as you can see, it pushes me a little bit. There's little gusts of wind. Yeah, see the gusts are pushing me ever so slightly. So the wind actually blows around, which is kind of a unique feature. Although the Howling Wind, I don't know, the wind sounds a little bit too spooky. Like, oh yeah, I'm in my forest, it's a beautiful day. It's just, the wind just sounds too spooky. But anyways, without further ado, this is the Tornado mod, as I mentioned before. It's also a weather features mod. It does a bunch of other stuff. The first thing I'm going to do is show you the crafting net recipes and how everything works. Now, as I walk around here, I'm just going to explain how the whole system works. There is a file that allows you to configure all of these settings. There's different settings as like storm frequency, all sorts of different variables. Now, naturally, you know, in the game it'll rain. But with the tornado mod, when it rains, there's a certain percentage, depending on how high you set it, that the storm could intensify. Now you have level 1, which is basic rain, but it goes on a scale, I believe, of level 1 to 5, from just rain to an all-out hurricane. Now, as the storm intensifies, let's see, can we put on some rain? It's starting. Whoa. I don't see any raindrops. Is that something that oh, my particles is probably off. No, it's on. Interesting. Wait, is there an option I'm missing? Or did they just change that? All my settings are fine. Well, anyways, hey, it's a water spout. Kind of a weak water spout. But, anyways, as I will go on with saying, now, the rain that you can't see, I'm not sure if this is either a bug or it might be an actual effect of the Kronos mod. Kronos, whatever the guy who made it. The Tornado mod, or if it's of too many items. I'm not sure which. I'm thinking it's the Tornado mod, but oh, I got over there already. Anyways, this storm is probably about like level 2 because the water spout does form. Now, tornadoes can randomly form during a storm. Water spouts are a little bit more common. They can form on weaker storms. Just like in real life, they're a little bit weaker. So that's the level. It just will increase through levels. Like, they don't even have any thunder or lightning yet. So I kind of wish I could see the raindrops. I'm not sure what's up with that. Interesting. Now, let's go ahead and we can try out something with that tornado there. Interesting. Okay. Now, there is one of the ones that I showed off before. There is the... Oh, crap. Is that coming on land? Stay on water, please. There is a feature that allows tornado sirens to warn you when a tornado is approaching, just like, you know, in real life. So say you were living in a little house, and you were out mining or out in the woods chopping some trees down, and all of a sudden it starts raining. Well, should you head back to your house and get in your basement, or should you not? Yeah, it's moving away. That is one thing that they put in the game. They put in tornado signs and tornado sensors. Now, you have to have a tornado siren and a tornado sensor, as seen here. The tornado sensor, when a tornado is within a certain amount of blocks, like a couple hundred or so, the tornado sensor will activate redstone. So you can wire redstone to these sensors around your property. And then, these are tornado sirens. If redstone is triggered and they are turned on through redstone wiring, then they'll start blaring a tornado siren. And the sensor can turn on the siren. I usually just stack them on top of each other, and that usually works just fine. So to make the siren sensor, you need iron, and then you need, I believe, redstone. Maybe it's like, no, it's alright. Redstone in the middle, and then I think it's surrounded by gold. Yes, that's it. No, I'm wrong. It's redstone surrounded by gold. There we go. Okay, so iron in the corners, redstone, and then gold in the middle is a tornado sensor. And then it's a very similar thing for the tornado siren, but I believe it's just that. There we go. And that is the actual tornado siren itself. Now I'm going to go ahead and put these around. See, is that tornado gone? Yeah, it's way off in the distance. So let's see if it's going to go off or not. Let's place the sensor. Yep, it's not close enough. So let me put that. Where did that redstone go? That was crafted. I'm going to put this redstone back, and we'll see if I will also put this so we can see if it activates the redstone to the siren. I might spawn a tornado here to see if I can get these to work. It's the water spout. Nope, it's still way out there. Yeah, we are on an ocean, so that's probably why it did spawn, which is kind of cool. And they also added hurricanes. As you can see, the wind was pushing me around earlier. Hurricanes are where there's just all-out wind. Wait, I saw raindrops, I think. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and set the time today, and then we'll go ahead and put up another storm for tomorrow. See, the wind's blowing a different direction today. It's a little bit stronger. Oh my gosh. Why did that form? It's not even a storm. The heck? Okay, well that just like ruined my philosophy and point. Yep, they do have their roar. And you do get sucked into it. Oh my gosh, this one's coming on shore. Nope, it's not going to be a real tornado because it doesn't have the clouds. These are just randomly spawning water spouts, I guess. Because there's no cloud features with it. Okay. Oh, the squid. Bye-bye, squid. Can we turn the rain on? Now, having the rain start itself might be interfering with the actual... Oh my gosh, is that going to turn into a tornado? Sort of. Yeah, it is. Oh, there's another one over there. Now, I need to check the frequency on all this, and it might be a setting that has the rain off, but because I'm causing it to, like, rain on it, like, forcing it to rain, it might be messing it up as far as the way the tornadoes are supposed to work, because it's supposed to be, like, a natural occurrence. But we'll see if these tornado signs are going to go off or not. I'm going to go look in the settings and see if there's a setting that I missed. Yeah, see, when it goes on land, it breaks apart. So these are just weak water spouts forming. These aren't going to probably set the sirens off. So you can see it's just dissipating now. Too bad that water just didn't all fall. Oh my gosh. Yeah, none of these have cloud structures yet. We are all near water, so... Come on, tornado signs. If that thing was there, I'd want these sirens to be going off. Maybe they changed something. Yeah, these don't seem to be doing it. Just keep breaking up. Okay, I'm going to be right back and check on the settings, and I will talk to you guys in a minute. A second. Alright guys, I fixed it. There's actually some settings, another configuration folder that I'll have to talk about another time. But that actually shows, you know, like this, there's smooth rain. There's a couple other features, and I'll have to do a video about how to install it and what all the configurations do, because I'm still learning that myself as far as configurations go. But anyways, while we let the rain on and these water spouts keep forming and doing nothing, because it's a very basic storm, I'm going to show you how to make a couple other things. Now, there's two items in this game that I showed off in my last video. That was... there is the drill item and the shockwave item. Now, I don't believe there's a way to craft these. Give me if I'm wrong, but I could not find a way to craft them. I could try something. I have no idea. I don't think you can craft them. You saw what they did. I'll show you again super fast. Oh, why did I get... Drill. There we go. Okay. Don't sleep that. Okay. So, I'll go show over here really fast. Drill item. You know, like, drills into the ground. Woo, yeah, we can drill. It's work. And then the shockwave just picks up the ground and moves it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, yeah, enough of that. You've seen those before. The next one is the worm gun, which of course I've showed off before, but in order to make the worm gun, it's 1, 2, 3, 3 feathers in a diagonal gate. It's the worm gun. And again, the worm gun just burns stuff and it moves around. Not quite sure the point of it yet, but evidently has some point, even though it's in water right now, which makes absolutely no sense. Okay, don't need feathers anymore, don't need the worm gun anymore, don't need that anymore, that, or that, or that. We'll keep that just in case we want to do something. Oh, and they light stuff on fire. Let me see if I can get this to work. Whoops. Maybe we need a real tomato. I'm assuming that's why. We're just gonna. What is still burning? There's something still burning. Okay. Anyways, I'm making this video way more longer than it needs to be. Okay, and then there is the famed tornado gun, which we're going to use in a second. String in the middle, 2 sticks. Maybe that's backwards. Nope. It's... I was sort of right. There we go. That's the tornado gun. Okay, now this allows you to spawn tornadoes. Now the difference between these tornadoes that are forming and the ones you spawn is that the one in my hand will follow me. So let's launch this and see if their sirens go off. If they don't go off, we would have to research. Gosh, get down. Okay. See, the tornado sensor has sensed. Different levels of tornado. I'm assuming that these only go off with certain leveled tornadoes, as in with those water spouts that weren't going to come on land and break apart, these aren't going to go off for it. But the thing that worried me there was that it got really close before the sirens went off, so you're going to have to really spread your sensors and sirens around, unless there's a configuration for how early of a warning you want of a tornado in the area, and also probably what level tornado. As you can see, this wasn't a terribly strong tornado, but well, yeah, that was pretty decent. It did a pretty good amount of damage, I'd say. It wasn't terrible. That looks cool in the distance. But one thing I do want to show is if this does damage. This is something I haven't tested out yet. I want to put myself on creative mode. Start a new storm. I want to get a different level and see what an all-out hurricane is like. It's where it's just straight up windy everywhere. It's just throwing blocks around and you can't even walk around. But now that we are actually like this, let me go over here and see if I can spawn another one. And you run for your life because you can't outrun these beasts. Gosh, get to safety. I'm hitting so lightly. So these are really rather harmless to you as a person until the tornado dies. Or you fall into it like that, but it doesn't even do damage. And this really isn't that strong. But it's flooding the whole thing. Alright guys, so I thought I'd just give you a little technical view of how to make everything if you want it. If you guys need it, I can give you a video that shows you how to install and the configurations. I'm still learning the configurations myself because they added a bunch of new ones. So I feel like I wasn't too informative other than showing you the crafting recipes that you can get off the website yourself. So I hope this was a little bit more informative. If I, like, perchance encounter a higher level storm, which I think I need to change the frequency of lightning, I think it was turned really, like, really low. Okay, now the wind has stopped sucking me up. Yeah, see, that really didn't do any damage to me at all, because it doesn't eject you, but so much. So anyways, that's how to craft the stuff. Okay, the wind makes sense in this jungle with all those things. So there's how to craft the stuff. There's a little bit of basic background. Tomorrow, I'm going to have the first episode of my survival series. And then probably like next Monday or Tuesday, once I get the gist of like the configurations and find a setting that works the best for the video, I'll go ahead and show you guys all of that and how to install it. With that, I've been Mike, and yeah, of course I've been Mike. I'm always Mike. But I will talk to you guys tomorrow. See ya.